Well, welcome back to the shed, and got a very, very peculiar thing here today. An ancient cassette deck that appears to have been made here in England. It's made by an outfit called NEAL, N-E-A-L, and that stands for Northeastern Audio Limited. Another firm, I suspect, that's now what they call in America a fallen flag. Like the TIAC A450, it has this rather nice smoked lid, which is just as well because there is no cassette door as such. And the controls are downright strange. Now on the side, RCA sockets for both output and input. Two full-size mic jacks, the almost inevitable European 5-pin DIN socket, and then a headphone socket, again full size, and I imagine stereo. And then you've got these strange controls. Well, I'll cover the mechanics first. This lever here does the rewind and fast forward, and it works very well indeed. It's sitting in its neutral position at the moment, but it certainly rewinds and fast forwards very, very quickly. Record is here, and there's a little lamp that comes on. This won't be a red LED because this thing is much, much too old to have anything like that. And then you've got a pause control, and when it's in playback or recording, you can either lift it up just to pause it literally, or if you want to be away for a little bit longer, a few seconds say, you slide it over to the right. Like that, see? And then if you slide it to the right and it's in the playback or record mode, it locks in position. And then to unlock it, you simply slide it back and let it go back to the normal position. The off-on switch even is a bit strange because it's a slide switch there, you see. This is their model 102. Eject is there, although you can just as easily get hold of the tape like so and pull it out. But the eject does work. In fact, the funny thing is, the whole thing works. And it was mine for the princely sum of £1 at the Polegate boot sale earlier on. Been a beautiful day down here on the Sussex coast. Don't know what was going on later though. It was absolute chaos traffic-wise coming home. Helicopters circling about, roads closed. Doesn't sound good, does it? Anyway, onwards and upwards. 3 buttons here. Stereo mono, noise reduction in and out, and CRO2 and regular tape. Dolby system fitted, would you believe? And there's a tiny little hole there to check your alignment for your head. Tape counter working. 2 rather nice big VU meters. I'm not sure if they're supposed to be illuminated. We shall see. Oh yes, look at that. Yes, they are, and it works. The mechanism is rather rumbly. I think it's an idler drive system, and I know for sure, given the weight of the whole unit, that it's an AC mains machine throughout. It thinks it's a reel-to-reel, I should think. And of course, AC mains, well, in a way it's good. It's heavy, yes, but it will mean that you haven't got to worry about governator motors conking out or what have you. And the transmission, I'm fairly sure, is done by idlers. It sounds a bit like an old BSR reel-to-reel tape recorder, doesn't it? Now down here you've got your 3-position switch for microphone and DIN or line, Record level is a very interesting arrangement. It's a coaxial control, so you've got some degree of record balance, so you can move that separate if you wish to, although it's tricky to do so, but normally you'd want them to go up at the same rate anyway. And then you've got your output level there. Well, see if this fearsomely fast rewind works, and I can tell you it will. Bang! There we are. Look at that. And there's the tape counter. Reset. It's just as if this thing wants to go, and it's nice to see. It says made in England underneath. It might well be, for all I know. It looks faintly Japanese. Whether they've copied a design or made it under license or what, I don't know. But it definitely says made in England in Newcastle underneath it. Press the play switch down. Output level up a bit, and here we go. And a nice strong signal coming through, no problem there at all. So this thing should, of course, reproduce everything with a Geordie accent, as if. But I've got to honestly say I've never heard of this company before. It must have been quite a small outfit, NEAL, N-E-A-L, but obviously they made equipment built like a tank and of very high quality, because literally all I've done with this is connect it and plug it in and it goes. Back in the days when they used to make things to last, eh? Absolutely incredible. and such a shame that we don't anymore. Don't know much about Newcastle upon Tyne, I have to say, except that it was once a very heavy industrialised area, and sadly isn't anymore. The usual thing. Yes, Mrs. Thatcher had a lot to answer for, didn't she? Yes, I know the unions took the piss a bit, but yes, she took the piss more than they did. Oh well. Remember speaking to an old boy I worked with on the railway who used to be a signalman or towerman dispatcher up there, and he remembered the old Tyneside electrics, not the present day Newcastle Metro, the old Tyneside electrics that ran on the third rail. And their excuse for getting rid of them was that, oh, it's all getting old, oh dear, yes, yeah, oh yes, oh yeah, let's get rid of it all. And they replaced it all with diesel rail cars, which hadn't got the acceleration that the Leckies did before them, and of course the passengers didn't like it up. Amazing. And so ridership fell. Astonishing, isn't it? Yes, British Rail, it was a wonderful thing, but sometimes you do have to wonder. Anyway, see you soon. Hope you like this old crock, and that you're all well out there in YouTube land. Bye for now.